Okay. Alright, welcome back to Marvel Millennium. I've taken a bit of a break from this, and it's been a little while, but coming back to it with game number 13, Spider-Man. I guess also for anyone who's just jumping in here, Marvel Millennium. I'm just playing every Marvel video game starting from 2000, at least for that decade of the 2000s. We'll see if I go past 2009. But this is a list of 43 games, and this is game number 13, Spider-Man. Not to be confused with the third game I played, which was called Spider-Man. That was Spider-Man 2000, came out in August of 2000. This one came out April 16th, 2002, a couple years later. And this one is a direct adaptation of the movie of the same name. The previous one was just based on Spider-Man as a comic character. This one came out for PS2, Xbox, GameCube, PC, and there was also a Game Boy Advance version. I'm going to be playing on PS2, just because that's going to be the simplest platform for me to cover a lot of the games on this list. This was published by Activision, which I believe kicked off it didn't kick off. This was also Activision released the earlier games as well, but a lot of the Spider-Man games from this era were from Activision or from Treyarch. This is supposed to generally follow the film, that first movie. I say supposed to because I'm not 100% sure I have played this one before. I know I played some of the early Spider-Man games from this era when I was a kid. It's possible Spider-Man 2 was the first one I played. So we'll see if this is memorable, and if I can recall any memories of playing this before. Looks like Tobey Maguire and Willem Dafoe both reprise their roles as Spider-Man and the Green Goblin in this. Bruce Campbell also serves as the narrator. He always works with Sam Raimi. He was in all the Spider-Man movies, as well as Evil Dead, of course. This was a generally well-received game. Became a bestseller. So this is one I've been looking forward to for a while, as like kind of the first of this era of games where they were based directly on a movie, and sometimes, at least in the case of the Spider-Man games, a higher quality than some of the other branded games that came out to coincide with a movie. Yeah, I just want to look at so these were generally around 75 to 78% in ratings at the time. So I am hoping this will be one of the more fun games on the list compared to the ones that came previously that were a little dated still. I'm sure this will be as well in some ways, but I'm hoping overall it's a good experience. It's How Long to Beat estimates this at about 6 hours, so not a very long game, but we will see if that is true. Also got the game manual for the game pulled up if I need to refer to it. I'm hoping not, and that tutorials will cover all the basic controls, and that won't be an issue. Also brought up some cheats just in case the game gives me any trouble and I want to make things a little easier or, a little sillier. I know they've got like a big head mode like GoldenEye 64 had. A lot of options there. But I will go ahead and load this up and get started. I'm going to go ahead and make this full screen. We'll see how that looks. not have my controller on before starting this. Hopefully it'll still work right. Definitely an improvement in graphics from the previous Spider-Man games. None of this looks like in-game footage necessarily. It's still cutscenes, but looks good. So, still a basic menu setup here. Start, load, options, specials, gallery. I'm guessing there's not going to be anything in the gallery. Just that opening video. Specials, this is where we can put in cheats if we want to. Training. Interesting. I have noticed there are a handful of games from this era that have like a separate little training menu here that you have to go into and specifically find, which in the case of like, X-Men Mutant Academy, some of the fighting games, that kind of makes sense as like a separate mode to just practice, but ideally a game like this will have a good enough tutorial that you just figure out how to play as you play. Secret store, okay, some sort of point system, or I have to beat the game for some stuff here. Not sure what that'll be. Level warp. Yeah, can't warp to anything except for the first level because I have not played yet. Alright. Yeah, we'll just see how everything goes. Okay. And then once again, you can go to training or new game. Interesting. Classic or enhanced. Alright, I don't know what these refer to, so I'm going to look that up real quick. Which control scheme do you use? I use the enhanced because all of your web attacks are relegated to the L2 button instead of direction of the D-pad or analog stick. So like L2 plus triangle is impact web, L2 plus square is web gloves. The twirl yank is awesome as well under enhanced controls. Just press L2 plus X and left or right at the same time to start the twirl, then keep rotating the stick to use them as weapons. Okay. Someone else agreeing. Not seeing anyone. Okay, I see someone saying they're more comfortable with the control pad, and so they played with the classic controls. This also appears to be like a contemporary forum that I'm looking at from May of 2002, people talking about this right after the fact. Okay. So, yeah, with the combination of things, I'm wondering if enhanced is just a little more like what modern control systems look like in games. So, I'll try enhanced and see how that works. Movement style, okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to go with the stick. Be on the lookout for combo tokens. Some give Spidey very powerful attacks.
Greetings. Welcome to the tutorial. Yeah, I know, you want to get on with things, beat up the bad guys, do the whole superhero thing, blah, blah, blah. Well, everyone's got to start somewhere. Trust me, when you're hip-deep in trouble later on, you'll be glad you went through this. All right, now let's get started. Now get the gum out of your ears and listen good. Touch the question mark directly in front of you.
Okay, it's not letting me move the camera, but that might just not be available yet.
Good to see that you can follow basic instructions. Now, these question marks will teach you how to use your powers. Check out the compass. Your compass will point straight towards your next objective. Up on the compass means forward to you. You follow me? Well, stop following me or I'll have you arrested.
I'm sure Bruce Campbell had fun with this.
Now this doohickey is the height meter, not to be confused with the width meter. It lets you know how much higher or lower you are from the next objective. Now, you are the little red dot, and your target is blue, so now's your chance to self-test for color blindness. Anyway, using the compass and height meter together, you should be able to find your next objective, no matter where it is. Go ahead, give it a shot. I'll wait, but not for long.
This is incredible! Am I really doing this?
Well, you're easily impressed, aren't you? You haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet.
Okay, now that I'm in a more open space, it lets me move the camera, but moving and... Okay, interesting. So, like... Alright, so say I'm going forward like this, and then I rotate the camera. Seems fine, and is, but I wasn't moving the left stick during that, so that means that it just kind of keeps going in whatever direction you're going, even if you move the camera, but if I stop and then press up on the stick again, now I'm moving in a different direction. Mostly means if I'm trying to move and move the camera at the same time, like without going in just a straight line, it gets a little wonky. Not ideal, but don't think it'll be too much of an issue. I guess we'll see.
Ooh, that's some view, huh? Okay, not really, but hey, this is just training, right? Now, to rotate the camera, push left or right on the right analog stick. You can recenter the camera behind you by pushing down on the right analog stick.
Oh. Oh, pushing down. Okay, not clicking, but just down on the right stick. Okay, interesting. And clicking the right analog stick to aim.
Okay, the topic at hand is web swinging, but let's get one thing straight first. Do not try this at home. Your house isn't nearly tall enough, okay? Good. Now that the public service message is out of the way, press the R2 button to start web swinging. If you need to floor it, hold down the R2 button while you swing. You'll go faster, sure, but you won't be able to turn worth beans, so watch it. Web swing over to your next objective. Use your compass and height meter to find it. If you can't find it, I can't help you. Unplug the machine and walk away.
One moment, I didn't realize my face is blocking the radar system, the height meter, which is an interesting thing. I do somewhat remember that, and I definitely remember the training in these games in general. But again, that could be, if it's similar in the second game, then I could be remembering that. The height meter, I feel like that's not something I've really seen in many games. Usually there's just a horizontal compass, but it's a good use of it.
Yahoo!
Hey, King of the World, don't let it go to your head, okay? Look, you're swinging, but sooner or later you're gonna want to drop. You can break your web line by pressing the X button.
You can control your height while you're web swinging, just with the left stick. Like, if I press down, I slowly go down. Is that new?
Uh-huh. You just couldn't resist jumping down here, could you? Well, I guess I should tell you something then. Okay, how about this? You can jump higher than normal by quickly tapping the X button twice. See, a double jump can sometimes get you out of difficult spots. Duh.
I mean, good to know. Weird that they kind of hid the double jump instructions behind, or below in a little area that you were expected to maybe not get to. This isn't the first of the 3D Spider-Man games to let you web swing. It is already a lot smoother than any of the ones that have come before. That much is clear.
Here's a little party favor for you. A combo power-up. Try to locate as many of these babies as you can. Each time you get one, you'll unlock a new web power or combo to add to your list of attacks. For those of you playing along at home, that's a good thing. Oh, and for those of you with short-term memory issues, which would be most of you, you can check out a list of the combos you've unlocked in the pause menu.
Combat controls. Okay. Interesting. So I unlock these combos just by finding a token in the game world somewhere. That is another thing I don't think I've ever seen before. Certainly a system of having combos or certain movesets locked behind like experience or skill points or something, that's normal. But just that random tokens will unlock these. I don't know if it's if there's any order to it, if it's like no matter where I find a token next, will I unlock the field goal, for example, or will it be you have to find the field goal token out there somewhere? I don't know. I guess we will see. Or maybe we won't, because I won't know the difference.
Are you ready to dish out some old-fashioned justice? Throw a punch with the square button. Ooh! And kick with the circle button. Yaha! It may not be pretty, but it gets the job done. All right, kiddo, let's see what you got.
What you doing up here, pencil neck?
So I'm just a kid on a rooftop, and he's immediately decided I have to die. And then immediately regrets it.
I can't believe how much stronger I am. This is too cool.
Well, good for you. If you want to throw some more goons around, knock on the door by facing it and pressing the punch button. I'm gonna grab a ham sandwich. Whenever you're done beating bad guys up, follow your compass and height meter.
I could go for a ham sandwich.
You lost, kid?
Okay. So that was the elbow slam combo. You do have to do them pretty rapid succession. It's not so much a timing thing of like, hit them again, hit them again. Like for the elbow slam, it's hit circle, square, square before the first hit is even connected. Just tap them all out, which isn't super satisfying compared to a little crunchier of a combat system that you might see in later games. But it's 2002. They're doing what they can. Having combos like this, it's already pretty good.
Okay, so here you are on the side of a building. Your next marker is up, so you could crawl. But I know you, though. You want fast, you want it now. So I'm gonna let you in on something. If you press the R1 button while crawling on a wall, you'll web zip in the direction you're crawling. Now don't say I never did anything for you. Oh, too much mustard.
Alright, yeah, that's something that's the freedom of movement is just a lot smoother, a lot more complex, but without being difficult to work with than like the earlier games.
But wait, there's more! If you press the R1 button while you're running, you'll web zip in the direction you're moving.
Yeah, I figured that one out already. But only if you're close enough to something directly in front of you. In the Insomniac games, you can like do a web pull when you're in the air and just kind of pull yourself forward no matter what. Not quite the
Okay,
same
now,
here.
if you're standing still and you press the R1 button, you'll web zip straight up, as long as there's something to stick to above you. Otherwise, you'll just look like a jerk.
Yeah.
Okay, you're almost done, so let's do something a little fancy. If you hold the L2 button and press the R1 button, you can suspend yourself from a web line and slowly raise or lower yourself. This is a very sneaky way to check out unfamiliar areas. But beware, if you hold the L1 button and press the R2 button, you will explode. The yo-yo, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a pretty full day, huh? So look, if you need to go over this tutorial, or if you just plain missed me, which, who could blame you, you can access basic training from the menu anytime you want. So, follow your compass and height meter to the exit. Good luck. I said, good luck.
Thank you, Bruce
Good
Campbell.
luck means goodbye. See,
Won't let me. Oh. Can I? Nope. Oh, can't go on the wall there. Yeah, I definitely remember the Bruce Campbell narration. He might have been in the second one too, but this does feel pretty familiar. This training.
good job, kid. You might just make something of yourself after all. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
All right, easy enough, and taught me a good number of controls there. So hopefully, I don't need to do separate training at any point. Yes, I would like to continue.
This is how my story begins. My Uncle Ben and Aunt May raised me like a son. They never had much money, though. I thought my powers could help make up for that. The last time I saw Uncle Ben alive, we argued. I took out my frustration in the ring. Poor Bonesaw never even saw me coming.
Come on, Mr. Nice Guy.
The fight promoter cheated me, so I didn't think it was my problem when he got robbed.
12 Henry, call back on that 187 in connection with the carjacking at the 42nd Street Library.
10-4. Suspect is believed to be a member of the Skulls gang. Proceed with caution.
Got some thoughts on that, but I'll wait a second for this to load. Just make sure I'm not gonna get thrust into another cutscene.
Uncle Ben. Murdered. I have to find the guy who did it. There's nothing Peter Parker can do at this point. But Spider-Man is a different story.
Those clothes are flat. Like they're painted onto those.
This is supposed to be the Skulls territory. I'll find Uncle Ben's killer if I have to go through every one of the Skulls to do it.
So right off the bat, skulls are not something that was in the movie. Now off of that first cutscene, a couple things I was thinking was, I mean, honestly, pretty good Tobey Maguire 3D model, especially for the time. Like compared to the last game I played, which was Men in Black. Not based on the Men in Black movie, based on the comics, so that's a little bit of a different situation, but the 3D models, the faces in that looked pretty bad. But they weren't, going for recognizable real-life person. This one, yeah, that looked like Tobey Maguire. That was pretty good. Also noticed they didn't use... for his fight with Bonesaw, that's not what Bonesaw looks like in the movie. Whereas... everything else seems to be based on the movie itself. This is a pretty good representation of what Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker is wearing when he does the wrestling match. That's what it looks like. But that was not what Bonesaw looked like in the movie. So I wonder if there's some sort of rights issue with Randy Savage, like, because, you know, they make wrestling games around this time. Like, do they have exclusive rights to his likeness? I don't know. Don't even know. I think this might just be a web refill, but I don't need that. Yeah, I meant to get this thing that we saw in the... Okay, so, you know, like I said, it's not as smooth as, like, the Insomniac Spider-Man games, but it's doable. New combo field goal, so it does tell you what it's going to be. At least I don't have to look it up every time. Let me try that out real quick. Okay, well. So it's just punch and then a kick. Well, why not? Those must be some of the skulls. Gang members who, once again, did not exist in the movie. Just added for some extra combat for me, I guess.
I'm gonna take you down.
Well, that was a murder.
What's with the getup, chump?
They didn't know anything, but I'm just getting started.
Oh. So it seemed like it was just guiding me to the skulls themselves, which does just kind of make this seem like a murder rampage from Spider-Man in his grief.
Circus in town?
Another dead end. Well, one of these losers is gonna give me some answers.
Not as easy as just chasing him down like in the movie. He's gotta beat up a bunch of gang members who may or may not know
Looks like the freak wants to play.
the location of the man who killed Uncle Ben. Where'd you go? Come here. Hiding from me? Come here.
I'm sure I'm getting warmer though. That murderer can't get away from me.
No one's even been given a chance to speak. Yeah, okay, I remember how, yeah, in these games, it doesn't matter if there's nothing above you, you can still web swing, which is convenient, just not super immersive, realistic. I wonder if there's fall damage.
Looks
Nope.
like the freak wants to.
A carjacker killed an old man earlier today. The killer's a skull. Where is he?
I can't tell you. He killed me.
What makes you think I won't?
Ah! No, you want a spike. He's probably in that old shipping warehouse. It's right on the river. That's all I know.
Thanks.
It's okay, Spider-Man's no killer. Be nice if this was like a little faster. It's one of the fun things about the later, the more recent Insomniac games, especially towards the end of each game when you've gotten all the upgrades, where you can just get around so fast and everything's so fluid, so smooth. You got your web gliders and your speed boosts. This is okay.
Sounds like the police are closing in. They can have whatever's left after I'm done.
Search for justice. 980 points. Nothing for perfect, nothing for combat, nothing for secrets found. So, probably did miss some secrets. I wasn't doing a lot of exploring there. I was just kind of on a beeline for the end goal. My memory card, of course. My 8 megabyte memory card. Okay. Yeah, I'll do at least 2 levels. There are ventilation ducts that Spider-Man can travel through. Keep an eye out for them. Die Hard style.
Huh. What's this door doing open? Man! People gotta be more careful. The cops could show up at any time.
The guy is out of it.
You see those heavily shadowed areas? Whenever you're in a shadowed spot like that, you become invisible to the bad guys.
Good to know. Ooh, another combo. Backflip kick. Do I have to hit someone? Because it's not... It's just doing a high kick. I don't believe there are any takedown options. I think the Arkham games really popularized that as a play style.
Huh? Looks like the freak wants to play.
Out of my way.
Oh, still failed. Can I, I'm gonna restart, because I thought I could kill him stealthily and then, or, you know, defeat him. Look for dark shadowed areas where Spider-Man can hide from enemies. I figured if I took him out before he could alert anyone, then that would still just preserve the stealth, but I guess this is more of a try not to interact with anyone at all stealth type of mission.
You see those heavily shadowed...
Yeah. Yeah, the issue with how like moving the camera and changing the direction I'm moving in at the same time, those don't work super well. It just makes it feel like when you're in the process of turning, it's briefly a like tank control system, like the older Resident Evil games. I thought I was supposed to have a compass that tells me where to go, but apparently not always. Is that a door down there that I can potentially go through? Looks like that guy will see me. But maybe he won't see me through that.
Circus in town?
Oh, okay, well. Super convinced stealth was really an option there.
Looks like the freak wants to...
You messed with the wrong guy.
Hey, you!
I'm gonna take you down.
Let's So, adding webs to my... Oh, Jesus. Adding webs to my fists, I think, makes me stronger. Never really got that. It seems to be a common thing in Spider-Man video games, like web fists. But I feel like that would just make his hands stickier. I don't know. Can't argue with results.
For giggles, press the punch button near an object to try picking it up. Press punch again to throw it. Don't have time to pick it up? Too lazy? No problem. The kick button will launch an item without picking it up. There. Was that simple enough for you? Or should I play the whole game for you?
It is cute how much of the control tutorials are pretty basic things like that. Someone who plays modern video games would probably figure out on their own pretty quickly, and they just, this was a time when that language wasn't known yet. Like you had to figure out, especially just between different games with different systems, how do these controls work? But there's some complexity to it. Yeah, the ability to both pick up and throw, or just instant throw with circle. That's... It says kick, but it's not necessarily an actual kick. It's just an instant throw. Yeah, that's something not all games have. Oops.
Stop right there, murderer!
Huh? What the?
Don't let him through!
I got the door fuse, boss. He ain't getting through. What's with the getup, chump? Hey, you!
I feel like "what's with the get up, chump" is a line that has maybe survived into later games. That sounds familiar. Maybe it's just a line from the comics that is supposed to be an allusion to something. I am just trying... I was trying to get more health, and I think I got it, and I'm just still getting hit. Guys with guns are definitely an issue, but once they're out, sure seems like these guys don't know what to do. None of them take all that much to defeat. It's just if there's someone at a distance chipping away at your health with a gun that can add up.
If you hold down the triangle button, you can web up an enemy, stopping him in his tracks. He'll break out sooner or later, though, so don't get too comfy.
And I just refilled my web container. I do like how the little image in the top left of his face is accurate to
Taking a
what
fuse
he's
out of the control panel. I'll have to get that back if I want to open that door.
to what he's wearing right now. It's just the balaclava from the wrestling outfit.
So long, freak!
Oh. Okay. Instant kill. So that was kind of like a quick time event, but without any instructions. There are ventilation ducts that Spider-Man can travel through. Keep an eye out for them. I'm guessing I was supposed to web to the ceiling immediately? Potentially. Hope I didn't lose too much progress there. Oh, I did. Okay, well that's annoying. I, knowing that now,
You see those heavily...
will make a save state in the emulator when I get through this batch of boys.
Hey, you! Who's that?
I'm gonna tear you to pieces.
What the? Looks like the freak wants to play. What's with the getup, chump? You should have stayed home, kid. You beat those guys up? How embarrassing.
Big work.
So at least the explosives that I'm throwing around don't seem to hurt me when I'm the one doing it. Or if it did any of that damage, it was pretty negligible.
You're so dead.
Once you're fighting them, they're not very difficult to deal with. You can kind of stun lock them, basically, once you hit them with anything.
Press the punch button near an object.
Yeah. I see. This looks like a secret. I found a secret area, but it just gave me some health, which I'm not going to complain about, but I was hoping there'd be some sort of collectible or something.
If you hold down the triangle...
Yada, yada, yada.
Hey, you! Circus in town?
Getting used to my abilities here. Some of them do a pretty good job at crowd control. Okay. So now before I go around this truck, I am going to save, which is going to make it disappear for just a second, but don't worry. Okay, well, it should have... There we go. Okay. Alright. Now let's see if I can get out of this one alive.
So long, freak!
Okay, so that guy just straight up suicide bombed me. Nope, nope, he survived. Okay, good. I say that's a kind of gang loyalty that I don't think I can fathom.
When you see a vent cover on the ground, try looking up. Duh. See, chances are there's an open air vent overhead. Try looking for air vents in ceilings or walls when you're having trouble figuring out where to go next.
I do wonder whose decision it was to, you know...
I can't let anything stop me. I have to find a way to shut off the power so I can get through.
Picking Bruce Campbell is an easy choice, but like to make him a rude tutorial, you know, omniscient voice, make him kind of a dick.
Okay, now just in case you don't know already, you can activate a console or switch by standing next to it, facing it, and pressing the punch button. Go ahead, give it a shot. You never know what might happen. No, seriously, go ahead. It'll be fine. Go ahead.
That should do it. Now to find the guy who killed Uncle Ben.
I'm just so mad about how much he killed Uncle Ben.
They've taken a fuse out of the control panel. I'll have to get that back if I want to open that door.
Looks like the freak wants to play.
You messed with the wrong guy. I don't have time for this. I've got to find the switch to shut off the power.
This place is not up to code.
What's with the getup, chump?
The,
You ain't getting this fuse. Better take off while you still can.
Easy to say that behind a locked door, coward.
the combat's not great.
That takes care of that. Now to get that fuse.
Like I said, there is some complexity to it, which is nice for a game of the era.
That's where I need to be. Now I just need to find a way to get there.
But, you know, they still had a lot to figure out, a ways to go. This was some years before Arkham Asylum, actually, now that I think of it. I'm not sure what year that came out exactly, but I want to say 2008? Not sure.
Who's that?
Back off, ugly.
Okay, so this isn't even the guy that killed Uncle Ben. This is just the guy that stole the fuse. Uh-oh. My controller is not working. I'm going to pause real quick so I don't die, but... Oh, yeah. Waiting for my controller to reconnect. There we go.
This fuse should get that door open.
Anything else of interest in here? That's just where it came from. Probably not. Okay. What is this place? It's like a dilapidated apartment building slash warehouse loading dock.
This is where the fuse goes. Now I've got you.
Okay.
Circus in town? Look at you. You think you're pretty tough, huh?
Alright, well, you can throw a lot. Kind of the best way to fight. Keep some distance and just throw shit at him.
Not so...
Oh, is that's the end of the chapter. Okay. Did get some secret points there from that area, I guess. No stealth bonus again. I guess that's fair. Uncle Ben's killer is located at the top of the warehouse. It's a very specific clue. I do like that you can just look for, you know, a grate on the ground and know that you can zip up into a vent immediately above it. Some of the earlier games did have basically that, but oftentimes the vent cover wasn't perfectly lined up with the hole above it, so that was a little annoying. Kind of just meant you had to look up every time or probably get it wrong.
Looks like the freak wants to play.
You messed with the wrong guy.
not really any good options for dodging, it seems. So you just kind of have to find something to hide behind to keep them from hitting you. Hide behind the other gang members, the other villains.
If you press the R3 button, you'll enter Look Around mode. In this mode, a targeting reticle will appear, which you can aim with the right analog stick. When the reticle turns green, you're in zip range, baby. Press the R1 button to zip to the point you're aiming at, or press R3 again to exit Look Around mode.
Can't tell if that steam was hurting me or would have hurt me or not, but why take a risk? Nope, another combo, handspring. Neat.
What's with the getup, chump?
Out of my way.
The various combos, interestingly enough, remind me of the PS2 Lord of the Rings games, Two Towers and Return of the King, especially. Okay, well, this is gonna get me killed.
Hey, you!
Alright, that didn't go super well. Yeah, the guys with the guns, they can use the terrain to protect yourself from gunfire. Yeah, there you go. Gotta just use what's around me. Can't really dodge them. They can take you out pretty quick.
Hey, you! Looks like
Okay, so
everybody
yeah,
wants to
with the
play.
web fists, it takes 2 punches to kill someone instead of 4. Oops, accidentally discovered camera lock.
Mess with the skulls you paid.
Come here. What's the matter?
If you press the R3
Yeah,
button,
yeah. Did seem like the steam was painful.
What's with the getup, chump? Who's that?
I'm gonna take you down.
How you like me now, punk? Circus in town?
Oh, is that him? I can't tell.
You should have stayed home, kid.
It's not letting me. Oh, I'm out of web.
Back off, ugly.
Big mouth.
Is there another? Ah, yes. Oh, come on, come on. Trying to get up to the health. There we go. Alright, I'm in the middle of a fight, but what do you have to tell me?
let's face it, there's nothing more embarrassing than getting whacked by some thug you lost track of. If you press the L1 button, you'll lock the camera view to your enemy so you can keep track of where he is. You can move the right analog stick to switch between multiple enemies.
Could be useful. They all just stopped moving.
Hey, you!
Oh. I guess they saw me.
Hey, what was that? What's with the getup, chump?
I'm gonna tear you to pieces.
Ah! Looks like the freak wants to play. Oh!
Yeah, I mean, getting a bunch of tires thrown at you would wear you out pretty quickly. Alright, now where's that? Where's the one guy? Oh, is that another combo thing? Oh, it's just a key. Did I defeat him? Did he run off somewhere? You want me to do that? Can't see. There we go. Oh, and he gets his own special health bar. And is that a shotgun? It is.
I don't know who you are, but your dead meat talk is cheap.
I would appreciate a chance to not get shot.
Freak!
It is not going well for me here.
Don't scare me, freak.
Can I avoid his detection? Doesn't look like it.
Somewhere. I can hear him.
Sure looks like he knows exactly where I am.
He's up there somewhere. I can hear him.
He's up there somewhere as he perfectly tracks me.
Where is he?
And perfectly dodges my attacks. Okay, like,
Don't scare me, freak.
this is weirdly unbalanced. Like, it kind of feels broken. Unless he's supposed to beat me. Doesn't seem like it. Hide on the ceiling and wait for the moment to strike. Yeah, that didn't really work. That set me back, didn't it? Okay. Yeah, that's the real annoying bit of older games, is a real lack of autosave or checkpoints. Not that, you know, every game needs to hold your hand and constantly save so that you never have to do anything.
Out of my way.
But, like, come on.
You beat those guys up? How embarrassing.
You messed with the wrong guy.
Yeah, the Just any enemy with a gun is a problem in this game.
If you press the R3 button...
Yeah.
Who's that?
Let's face it, there's nothing more embarrassing.
It is a bit annoying that they, put... There's some sort of stealth mechanic in this game. They talk about how, go to the dark spots of the ceiling and that's where you'll be safe. Here's a stealth score at the end of the level. But it just doesn't seem to be really an option. They know where you are as soon as you're
Hey,
near
you!
them. They don't seem like they want to shoot up, which is good. Shoot upwards. So I'm at least safe when I'm higher up, it seems.
Circus in town? Boom! Oh, anyone? Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh yeah, these guys with the guns, they just are immediately taking me out.
What's with the getup?
I'm gonna tear you to pieces.
You should have stayed.
Talk is cheap.
How you like me now?
Back off, ugly.
Who's that? You lost, kid?
Oh my god. Okay, well, barely got out of that alive. And mostly thanks to them not wanting to shoot upwards at all. Since I know there are some health tokens and web fluid stuff here. Oh, now they're shooting.
Hey, you! Oh! Looks like the freak wants to play. Oh! What's with the getup, chump? Ah!
Yeah, that's something. That's a fight. There's the key. And then I use the key to go that way, but I'm gonna save it again to play it safe. And why not? There's technically more web I could get. Not sure if web swinging takes any web, doesn't seem to. Oh, and there was more health there. Come on. So he can't be webbed up. He can shoot me very easily. And very rapid fire for a shotgun.
With your worthless hide.
Dodges like, well, better than I can because I can't dodge at all.
You don't scare me, you freak. Where is he?
He's looking straight at me.
Why so scared?
And
You were so
won't
brave when you
shoot
shot
me
at
while I'm on the
defenseless old
ceiling, but
man.
as soon as I drop
What
down.
about the old man?
Come on. Insane.
He's up there somewhere. You hear him?
Yeah, this is just a shockingly uneven fight. The way he is moving.
Who you are, but you're dead meat.
Like, I can't even hit him with my impact web because he rolls around like he's playing Elden Ring.
No, you. Not you.
Stay back! I'm warning you, you psycho!
I could have stopped you at the fight promoter's office. I could have saved Uncle Ben.
Well, alright, guess I missed another secret. Got some points for time. 4340 total bonus points. I really hope future boss fights are not like that, because that was awful.
These are the years when a man becomes the man he's going to be for the rest of his life. Just be careful who you change into. You're feeling this power of becoming a man, and with this great power comes great responsibility.
That's supposed to be Uncle Ben?
Uncle Ben. Nothing could ever fill the hole left when he died.
Now that doesn't look like Uncle Ben from
Those
the movie.
wounds never really heal. The beautiful redhead is Mary Jane Watson. The guy is Harry Osborn, my best friend. They stuck with me after Uncle Ben died. Harry's dad, Norman, was great too. He even let Harry and me stay in one of the apartments he owned after we graduated and moved into the city. I got a job with the Daily Bugle, taking pictures of myself. Life sure is strange sometimes. No matter how much you want to hold on to a moment, you can't stop time from moving on.
General Slocum has given Oscorp a week to prove that we can develop a working serum. Or we are going to lose the contract to Quest Labs, given how much we have invested in this research. Losing the contract could bankrupt Oscorp. I can only assume that Spider-Man relates to our problem in some way.
Yes, Mr. Osborn. As that video showed, Spider-Man possesses all the attributes our project hopes to create. We hypothesize that he has augmented spider DNA in his system and feel certain that an analysis of his blood will enable us to complete our serum. We can modify the hunter-killers to track this DNA signature and capture Spider-Man.
Do it.
Don't forget to use the targeting controls to cycle through targets. Hasn't really been useful so far. Maybe it will be.
Well, if I want to get paid this week, I'd better come up with some photos for Jonah. The city's been quiet, so I guess I'm gonna have to settle for some aerial acrobatics. I can get in some practice while I'm at it.
The video game Willem Dafoe looks kind of like Willem Dafoe. What's going on up there? Skyrider. Okay, well now I'm real curious about that.
I should start with my web breaking. If I jump while I'm swinging, I can totally change direction and start swinging again. If I do it now, it should make for a decent pick.
Yeah, sure. I'm a little distracted here, Spidey. Chaos. Someone just... A skywriter said chaos. What does it mean? Secret password.
Couple of nice shots, but nothing JJ's gonna pay top dollar for. I need to get a little fancier. That target I set up should do the trick. I'll just lock onto it and swing past it a couple of times.
Also, they have clearly added some
My web's topped off already.
some other plot elements, as well as the Skull Gang, this whole spider hunter-killer thing, and needing Spider-Man's blood. That was not in the movie. Norman Osborn just wants to team up with Spider-Man at first because they're both superhuman, and then to kill him when he is an obstacle.
My web's topped off already. Huh. That was okay. But the shots need more action. This time, after I lock onto the target, I'll shoot some webbing at it. Since I'm locked on, I should be pretty accurate, even though I'm swinging.
It's not a bad way to do a tutorial.
Okay, I have those shots for JJ. Gotta get back to the Bugle, collect my money, and get my rent paid. Uh-oh. I don't know what that thing is, but something tells me it isn't friendly.
Okay. This thing is also dodging my my impact webs, which sure makes them seem useless. Like, seriously, what's the point? If the guy who killed Uncle Ben is just a reflex machine that can dodge my special abilities,
These guys are really persistent.
I'm not gonna have much of a chance against actual Spider-Man villains.
Sorry, no autographs.
Alright, well if I whip him up first, then I can hit him.
Things just keep coming.
I'm gonna run out of web very soon though.
Just for reference, are you guys recyclable? You aren't from the future or something. Who do I know who has an army of flying attack bots?
I have still 9 of these things. This is a bit tedious. Hard to see where I'm going when I have to lock onto them. I'm out of web, so I need to go and get some of that.
They're lousy shots, but there sure are a lot of them.
Now, credit where it's due. There's a lot of freedom to roam here. This is unlike the other
You aren't
games.
from the future or something lame like that, right?
Maybe not an open world game necessarily, and not really. Not like there's a bunch of, you know, missions I can choose from out in this world. But it is a bit of a sandbox right now to play with, so that is impressive. That's come a long way from the earlier Spider-Man games, which did not have that at all. Alright, where are you?
Just for reference, are you guys recyclable?
But once again, fighting anyone with a ranged attack at all is very quickly a problem.
Just for reference, are you guys recyclable?
To a point that it seems unintentional, unbalanced. I thought that was maybe some health there, but I think it's just a glowing red light. Yep, and I'm dead. Okay. I'm gonna give this another shot, but
These are the years.
I am concerned about what this means for the combat going forward. I would have hoped this wasn't, you know, one of those cases of let's make a game
if I want to get paid this week,
as difficult as possible so people have to keep renting it
couple
over
of
and
nice
over again.
shots.
Something
Nothing
like that.
JJ's gonna pay top dollar for. I need to get a little fancier. That target I set up should do the trick. I'll just lock on. Huh. That was okay. But the shots need more action. This time, after I lock onto the target, I'll shoot. Not bad. That should do it.
Alright. What's this say? Gravity? Am I allowed to look at the ad? No, it's upside down. Gravity. Forget gravity. Is that what you're saying? Gravity. Forget gravity. Strack. Looks like a very practical van. Also, can I go down to the street, I wonder? Tell you what, first, I'm gonna save it, because it's right before the checkpoint, where those robots are gonna pop out. And also, so that I can try going down to street level and seeing what happens. Okay. New York traffic does not skip a beat. They just run right over him. Good thing I saved. Which makes me more think that I'm remembering Spider-Man 2 as the first of these games I played, because I remember being able to be on street level.
Okay, I have those shots for JJ. Now to get back to the Bugle, collect my money. You aren't from the future or something lame like that, right?
Yeah, if it's just one...
Hey, Killbot 5000. How'd you like that? These guys are really persistent.
Depends on if they're doing the, like, rapid-fire machine gun laser attacks or the easier to dodge, but I assume more damaging ones. I don't mind the ones that are dodgeable because I'm moving anyway, but as soon as they do the little machine gun, it's like, okay, I can't really dodge anywhere. Maybe it won't hit. It's also not really letting me go any higher than this, so it's hard to get a shot on them.
Just for reference, are you guys recyclable?
But I do get some distance from just doing a kick.
Sorry, no autographs.
10 to go.
fun yet?
Without the ability to, like, chain together air combos or do anything else like that, like in the more recent games, these guys are just too tough. And I don't mean like, oh, I can't handle them. I mean, like, they shouldn't be taking multiple hits if they want me to fight 10 of these things in the air, where that's very awkward. One kick should kill them, I think.
And ugly. So who do I know who has an army of flying attack bots?
Well, I guess, like myself, it's easier to keep them from dodging if I shoot at them from up close. Which, yeah, that makes sense. I saw a couple health items over here. I want to keep those in sight.
From the future or something, like they seem to be trying to capture me, dead or alive.
There we go.
That's the last of them. But who sent them?
All right. I think I will do one more level. I think that'll be a good stopping point. Chapter, whatever they're called here.
What's going on over here? Who the heck? He sure took off in a hurry. Yikes! Not so fast.
Come on, move it! This wall is coming down.
Gotta have some more Sinister Six members if you're gonna make a video game. You can pick up civilians by standing next to them and pressing the punch button. I feel like that could go wrong.
Don't panic, boys. It was only a matter of time before we had to deal with Spider-Man. Let's take care of security and get some hostages.
We've got a situation here. We need backup.
Backup is on the way.
Don't know who this creep is, but he's easy to follow.
Dibs on the spider.
Alright, I'll protect the guard.
Dumb and ugly.
Not technically a cop. I guess I don't actually know if that's the case in Grand Central Station. There are security guards there from the police force. I could believe it. I don't live in New York. I don't know what New York is like. What New York life is like.
Up against the wall.
Okay, I don't know what crime is happening here, but they seem to be just kind of bullying some people. the opposite corner, is that all? Come on. There we go. Before that guy gets shoved into the wall to death, I should probably get there. He's going down fast, though. Leave him alone. Alright, buddy. You stay here.
Sorry, no autographs.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. What are they doing? Are they escaping after a robbery? Is this a robbery? They're just kinda fucking with some security guards, and at least one just civilian.
So you must be Quilt Man, Padded Pete, Mr. Triple Ply? Oh, I've got it. The cushion.
I'm the Shocker. I tell you not to forget it, but you won't be around long enough to worry about that. Now say goodbye to Mr. Innocent Bystander, sucker.
Maybe that guy shouldn't be there. In the middle of a terrorism, just on his phone.
Help! What's going on?
You really ought to pay more attention.
I need to take him to specifically that spot. Okay. Feel like there are a number of places he would have been safe, but that works. This does seem familiar, though, so it is possible I did play this game. It's also possible I played a number of games that take place in Grand Central Station. Like other Spider-Man games, even. This is the one time I think security guards should be given guns, so that I don't have to save their asses. They could have just handled this themselves.
Having fun yet?
Don't even go there. Heads up.
Shall we dance?
Which they are putting up a fight. That's not always the case in save the, you know, save the civilian type missions.
Sorry, no autographs. That's the last of the goons. Uh-oh, someone's coming.
I wonder who it is.
That freak's made a mess of things. I got a score to settle now. Come on, boys. Let's get out of here.
Shocker's henchmen, I feel like, remind me of enemies in the Die Hard arcade game, which I just played in a local pizza place as a kid. That one was pretty quick. I'll do one more. Hopefully I do not regret it. Shocker's thugs don't like water very much. Okay. And they are like cats.
Alright, listen up. Spider-Man's gonna be right behind us. When he gets down here, ambush him. There's no way we're giving up a score this big to some clown in red tights.
He said, wearing red tights. I mean, they're more of
Looks
a
like the
burgundy,
welcome
but
wagon's
like,
already here.
come on. I mean, this guy's got the right idea. Machine guns are Spider-Man's weakness, it turns out.
The key to that door, I presume.
Hey, it's that water that I hear these henchmen don't like. How about... yeah, that. How do you like that? Oh, come on. Not quite what I was going for.
Shall we dance? Having fun yet?
Look out!
Oh, that ought to take care of him. Okay. Oops. Can I flood the place?
Looks like there's another switch I need to hit too. That opened the door. I'd better pick up the pace before I lose Shocker.
Dibs on the spider. Let's get him!
Alright, still getting the hang of some of the combos, but it's not too bad.
Look out!
Thank you for warning me about yourself. Go down that way, looks like it. Didn't say that Spider-Man doesn't like water, but I feel like I shouldn't jump into there either.
Heads up!
It's time to stop that freak. Vic, make it happen!
I'm on it. Slinger's here.
Some of this does seem familiar. Going through a sewer. You know, having to deal with these henchmen in kind of tight quarters. Regardless of what
Sorry, no autograph.
of what my first Spider-Man game was, I feel pretty confident that the games, I mean, I probably saw this movie first, right? Before playing the Spider-Man game. But the video games were like a lot of my introduction to just Marvel as a universe. Like, you play this, you get to see the Vulture and the Shocker, guys who have now been in some of the movies, but like didn't really have that much of a presence in the Marvel movies being made.
Harder than it needs to be.
And so video games were a way to like learn about some of these comic characters that I wasn't seeing elsewhere, because I wasn't really reading the comics yet at this time.
You're gone.
And haven't read any of the big two comics in a long time either. Marvel and DC.
Shut off that water and get Shocker. That'll do it.
Come on. Ooh. Anything down there that I can look at? Can I get down there safely? Maybe. Oh.
No go. But it looks like there might be a way to open it somewhere else.
Interesting.
Where did Shocker find all you guys? Is there a website or something?
Look out!
Oh, I guess he can survive water.
Heads up!
Ugh. Ooh, little secret room that doesn't look like a real room. Did I just open that earlier door, perhaps? Guess I'll go back and check. Hey, look at that.
Looks like I hit pay dirt.
New power, advanced web gloves. Okay. I'll wait until I have someone to fight with them. But that could be useful, since they make my attacks more powerful and can help clear these guys out a lot faster. So...
You're nothing special.
It made short work. Just kind of gotta use the web gloves again after I've already activated them. Sewer really feels more like a lizard hideout than Shocker. Oops.
Dibs on the spider.
Ooh, someone's throwing bombs.
Sorry, no autographs.
Let's get serious. Don't mess with the best.
Learned that one on the playground, huh? Having fun yet?
Ah. Unclear how much damage it's doing to knock them down there. Not necessarily killing them.
I could swear. Dibs on the spider.
Another locked door. I'll have to find the key. Dumb.
Great. How far does that take me back to the start level? When thugs gang up on you, use the web dome to damage or take them out all at once. That was my earlier strategy that worked a couple of times.
All right, listen up.
Looks like the welcome wagon's already here.
Yay. Well, it happened. I regret doing this level, but...
Dibs on the spider.
The key to that door, I presume.
Look out!
Sorry, no autographs.
Alright.
Heads up!
Shall we dance?
The web gloves are nice. Make it a lot faster.
Dibs on the spider. Look out! Oh. He's too fast.
Dumb and ugly. That opened the door. I'd better pick up the pace before I lose Shocker.
Maybe this would be a good time to... Well, actually... Go up here. Come on. Get this web upgrade first. What's up here? I didn't even check, but not much it seems.
Having fun yet?
Alright. Good place to do a quick save state. Okay.
Heads up!
Shall we dance?
Web slingers here.
Yeah.
Having fun yet?
No, that's bad. Come on, get up. Oh my god. Well, that wasn't great. We'll see how he likes it. Better than nothing. Alright.
Top Top of your class in cowardly running, I see. Here, boy. Come on.
Look out!
Come here.
Behind you.
Oh, who else?
You're making this a lot harder than it needs to be.
Time to fall. Dibs on the spider.
This'll come in
I was gonna say it's not letting me do
Now
the
shut off that water and get Shocker.
double web gloves anymore, but that's because I haven't unlocked them yet. Nope, nope, nope. It's that same issue of like moving the camera and then trying to change direction. It does not go very smoothly.
Where did Shocker find all you guys? Is there a website or something?
Hit him where it hurts.
Ooh.
Lost him.
Who's throwing grenades? And maybe don't.
Looks like I hit pay dirt.
Now I can do advanced web gloves. Ah, that must be the grenade guy. Didn't even see him.
Look out! Right behind you.
Oh, come on. Okay. Right.
Heads up! Let's get him!
Okay, so the grenades do hurt them.
He's too fast. Dibs on the spider. I got him back. You're gone.
Come here then.
Sorry, no autographs.
You'll eat those words.
So the guys with stronger defenses, you just gotta use a good combo on them that helps break through.
Web slinger's here. Hit him where it hurts.
Dumb and ugly.
I need it. You aren't so tough. I'm taking you.
Need some health if I can get it too.
Web slinger's here.
There we go.
Dibs on the hit him where it hurts.
Combos break through the defenses, and web gloves just do more damage.
Heads up! Oh!
Shall we dance? I'm ready to get out of this sewer. I hope this key does the trick.
Advanced impact web. And no change to the controls, it's just stronger, I guess. Oh, hello.
Shocker! He's heading into the subway tunnels. I have to stop him fast.
I suspected it might end before I get to actually fight him. 8960 bonus points. Some secrets, some combat and combat style. No points for time. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna let the next chapter start, but then I'm gonna stop. Although I guess I don't even technically need to do that. If it... Okay, nope. It has been saved. I'm going to do a save state again, so it'll just bring me back to this moment. But I am going to quit. And if you tune in next time, you'll get to see Spider-Man versus the Shocker. Thanks for watching.